Happy New Year, everyone, and welcome back to another City Times broadcast of men's basketball between the 11-3 City Knights and the 4-9 SD Mesa Olympians. I am Joe Panek, and with me, as always, is Vince Outlaw.
Great to be here, Joe. Happy New Year to you, and Happy New Year to all of the people out there that are watching.
Today, the Knights are trying to stay undefeated in conference play, 2-0, and easily winning those first two games, hopefully going to 3-0 today. And Mesa comes into Harry West Gym as major underdogs once again for a third game in a row after starting conference play for the Knights. The Knights have won 6 of the last 6 straight games, going all the way back to 2019. Vince, with the Knights looking to continue a great start in the conference, what should they be looking out for as the Olympians come in here to play spoiler?
We've got a lot to look at. As you mentioned, this is going to be a game where the Knights, really, it's theirs to lose. They are now ranked number 3 in the California JUCO. The new poll just came out, so they moved up one spot, even though they haven't played since the 15th. But several teams lost in that top rankings, so that pushed up City to their highest rankings. It's their highest rankings since they were number 1 a few years back. So that's something on our side. What they're going to need to look at, the Olympians are a pretty good rebounding team. So the Olympians, and if you're looking at kind of comparing the stats, the Olympians lead the Knights overall in rebounds, both defensive and total rebounds. So the Knights are going to need to do something, put some bodies on them. They've got a couple guys that are fairly big and can do some things for Mesa, including a 6'6" sophomore, Sevian Blackburn. There's coming off the bench, 6'10" freshman Michael Bangana. But they have a rather small team, but they seem to get on it on the board. So that's going to be something that they're going to need to look at. The Knights are going to really need to focus on Steve Stinson, number 4 out there. He's their big scorer, their top scorer. He kind of leads the team in all of the stats. Field goal percentage, 45. He's shooting 34 from behind the arc. 78% free throw shooter. He's a rebounder. He's also their assist high. So look for number 4, Steve Stinson, out there. Let's see if there's any other things that we should be looking at. The Olympians have held their opponents to a lot less points than the Knights have scored. So they look to play defense too. So we'll see how that works out for them. But the Knights really do have quite an advantage going into this game with just overall size, players, and they've had an extremely hard schedule to get up to here, playing ranked teams all through the non-conference, and now 2-0 in conference, and looking, as you said, to bump that up to 3-0. So looking forward to a really good game here today, Joe, and great to get back into the gym for the new year, 2024 hoops here for the San Diego City College Knights.
That is right, and they actually share the same last opponent, as they both played Cuyamaca, as their last game, and Cuyamaca beat the Mesa Olympians by, I want to say, 57-54, something like that.
Yep.
And the Knights beat Cuyamaca 95-57. So, it changes game to game, but it's a pretty large disparity to ignore, and what sets the Knights up as a comfortable favorite in this game to continue their dominance in the conference so far.
Yep. They're kind of they're atop the conference with a couple other teams right now, and with Miramar and Southwestern both 2-0. And then actually Southwestern is City's next opponent. So that's going to go tonight. And we'll talk a little bit later about some of the other games in the Pacific Coast Athletic Conference, and a little bit more about the new polls as we get into the game a bit more. So, but looking forward to it today.
Absolutely. And of course, as we're watching the Knights, we're looking out for the usual suspects, the stars, the KJ Bradley, high scorers, Alex Crawford, efficient scorers, Cubit, dominant down low, as well as Al Green. Kind of just always shows up on the stat sheet, but for some reason it feels like you don't even realize it until the game's halfway done. You're like, wow, 15 points from him again, huh?
Yeah,
wow.
He seems to do it from all different kind of spots too.
Absolutely.
He can find his own shot in the lane, but he also can set up and do some stuff outside. So he's been having a really good game. But yeah, and it'll be interesting to see KJ Bradley, who took a really hard fall in the last night's game, and so it'll be interesting to see how he does coming back. But he's going to be starting today, so hopefully he's all back in. Kevy Love, Al Green, Dylan Cubitt, Alex Crawford, as you said, all having really good seasons so far. So the Knights are set up for potential good tonight. Don't want to give them any kind of announcer's jinx, but
yes,
there you go.
And we have been given the heads up that Kevin Moore is not playing tonight, and he's played a solid role. Often a bench player. No, usually a starter. At least he started the last game, I believe. So we're going to be missing him tonight. And, of course, still missing Logan Houston, who's out for the season. He's on the sideline over there with a cast on his leg or a boot on his leg.
So we've usually been seeing Dylan Cubitt coming off the bench. And so he's got that starting spot today for Kevin Moore. So.
Starting tall.
Starting tall, yes, exactly. So, yeah, they're going to be dominating height-wise. We'll see how that goes, see if there's any kind of tail of that in the rebounding department today.
Absolutely. I'm very excited. We got another conference game coming up now, and if you're interested in anything else going on in the SD City Knights world or the SD City Times world, go to sdcitytimes.com and read about what's going on here at City Times or at SD City College, and anything going on with athletics, along with student life. Check it out, sdcitytimes.com. We're about to get ready for the tip-off next. And here we go. We're ready for the tip-off for another SD City Knights 2023-2024, first game of 24 season. We have Cubitt on Noor, and the Knights are going to win the tip-off. And here we go, another PCAC conference game. SD Mesa Olympians here at Harry West Gym against the SD City Knights. Down to Alex Crawford underneath, does not draw a foul and is unable to get the basket. Stinson brings it up, and he is their leading scorer. He goes right to the basket with the shot, off the glass, no good. Cubitt with the rebound, and Bradley going back the other way. Both teams starting off fast. There's Kevy Love in the corner. Over to Al Green. From mid-range, no one's on him. He takes it, is not able to get it. Cubitt gets the offensive rebound, though.
A little bit of a zone defense here from Mesa, it looks like.
It looks like Crawford's able to draw the foul.
Ooh.
Let's see who that was on.
Crawford looked like he came up a little bit ankle-wise on that one. We'll have to see.
It's at 32, Blackburn. Bradley with the inbound. Cubitt with the ball, and he draws another foul, and I'm going to say that was on Blackburn for sure.
Should have been his second one if you ask me, but they're not really asking me that. So we've got Cubitt headed to the line, 69% free throw shooter.
And for the Olympians, we have Stinson, Thomas, Noor, Medidovich, and Blackburn. And it looks like Cassini is going to come in for the foul-troubled Blackburn.
So Blackburn got his second already there, huh?
Cubitt gets the second one. Seeing that classic Knights pressure right from the get-go. Medidovich bringing it up. Almost loses it. Love tries to steal it, but he gets it back together. Driving up to the basket, takes the shot, no good. Crawford kind of snatched it away from Cassini and ends up in the Knights' hands. Bradley doubled in the corner. Love with an open three. No problem.
And the number 2 shooter in the PCAC, Kevy Love, getting on the board early there.
Stinson bringing it up. Covered by Bradley.
Love is shooting 45% from deep. Although they only gave him a 2 on that one, I guess.
Cubitt only made one free throw.
Oh, there it is.
1-0. Back to Stinson, getting trapped here by Love and Crawford. Throws it away. Green picks it up. They've got numbers. 4-on-2. Bradley goes up with it, and he sinks the layup.
Well, I think Bradley's back at full strength based on just the power of that drive there.
He looks like he's moving just fine today. Elijah Thomas with the ball with Green on him. Passes it over to Noor. Looking to get it back to Thomas. Never mind. He's holding on to it. Closely guarded. Thomas now gets it. Driving into the basket. Goes up with it. Tries to get over Cubitt, but doesn't get the shot, but is able to draw the foul. That's going to be Thomas. First free throws of the game for the Olympians.
Pretty good shooter. 72% from the line. Look like the Knights, at least on this defensive end, are really trying to get the rebounds. I think they saw that stat.
Misses the first one. Thomas with the second one. And he gets it. Olympians are on the board. Bradley bringing it up. Love hands it off to Bradley on the slick move underneath. No good on the layup, but Cuba gets the rebound, and they're fighting over it. And the Olympians get the ball and are pushing it back the other way. Here goes Stinson. Fires it down low, finds an open Noor, but is unable to take a shot. Kicks it back out to Thomas, in and out on the three.
Nice movement by Mesa, the Olympians, but just couldn't convert.
There's Love getting the charge called on him. That was drawn up by Stinson.
Yeah, Love just a little bit too out of control on that before he got the pass away.
Medidovic inbounding, and it looks like the Knights are going to do their first sub of the game. Stratton coming in, as well as Gonzalez. Thomas is bringing it up. Gets it over to Cassini. Cassini getting pressured hard by Stratton, able to get away with it. Good to defense. Stinson. Screen from Mbala. Now Stinson's trapped. Crawford and Bradley covered him. He's able to outlet it and finds Mbala. No good on the layup, but able to recover it, and then off of Stratton. Wow, the ball is bouncing a certain way on that interaction there. A lot of things going on. Just to
he got out of that. How he got out of the trap there, I'll never know with those two guys, but a couple good passes there, and then that kind of tenacious, what we saw at least in the stats of Mesa's rebounding, getting the second try on that.
Stinson was able to get it to Cassini, who was able to get an open shot, or able to get it to Mbala with an open shot, but he was unable to get it. Inbound to Mbala. Takes the three, does Stinson, and he nails it.
Cannot leave a shooter
Knights
open like that.
Al Green bringing the ball up. Covered tight by Medidovic. Screen from Crawford. Bradley. Down to Stratton, working on the smaller Baker, and he's able to put it in. Baker's given up about 5 inches on Stratton, and I would say even more so, 30 or 40 pounds.
We'll see if the Knights take advantage of that some more.
There's Baker driving in, trying to get his own points. Crawford rejects it. He gets the ball back, though. Baker still working on Stratton, loses the ball out of bounds, and that's going to be off of Mesa.
Third turnover there for Mesa.
Gonzalez is going to bring it up here. Covered by Young. Down to Crawford, putting in work on Mbala's no good on the shot.
Yeah, Crawford really should be eating that up down there. Looks like the Mesa plays some pretty good defense, knows how to use their bodies. You can, again, the rebounding story tells some of that throughout the beginning part of the season, that they are really good defenders. But Joe, what do we got going on here?
Is it?
Oh, injury. Yeah.
Injury timeout on Crawford. He's cleaning something off his jersey.
Yeah, I think he got scraped and looked like he got scraped, and then a little bit of blood on him. So on the side of his, they were looking at the side of his arm.
And then is this going to be a, must have been a foul on the, so with Crawford going out, Kemperov looks to be shooting the free throws. Shooting 2 after that foul from Mbala. Rattles in the first one. I will say Mbala may be giving up a little bit of height on Crawford, but he was not giving up any tenacity, we'll say.
No, not at
Crawford
all.
was going hard, and he was giving it back. In and out from Kemperov, and is no good on the second free throw. Stinson brings it up, covered by Bradley. Tries to find Mbala underneath, but it is no good. Throws it out of bounds. Knights ball.
Mesa is getting some position underneath there, just cannot get it to those players.
Always hard to get past the Knights' length,
Yes.
speed, long arms. This is Gonzalez down to Stratton. Stratton trying to go up against Mbala, finding it hard. There's Al Green back to Stratton with the mid-range, and he overshoots it. Rebound by Baker.
Good defense there by Mbala.
Medidovich bringing it up, covered by Kemperov. Baker with the open 3, no good, tipped by Mbala, rebounded by Kemperov, and Al Green is taking it the other way, looking to push the pace. Goes up with the lay-in, and he gets it. What an incredible shot from the side from Green.
We were waiting to hear Green's name called.
Young takes the 3, is no good, and they're going to call a foul.
It's like
On Mbala. Over the back, and that's 2 fouls on the 2 big men for Mesa. Green's going with the inbound.
Wow, the Mesa's really going to have to get tenacious at this size.
As Gonzalez bringing it up, Green hands it back off to Gonzalez in the corner. It's Kemperov. Green. Defense from Mesa looks stout so far. Stratton unable to get anywhere with it. Kicks it back out to Green. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Green's got to put it up. And he is unaware of how much time was left, unable to take the shot.
Teammates got to talk a little bit more on that. But good defense. Hand that one to Mesa for pushing him out. Making him go all the way out top late in the clock.
Looked like nothing was going for the Knights on that last possession. Baker with the ball at the point, covered by Kemperov. Makes a good move, takes a mid-range, no good off the front iron, rebounded by Stratton, and Gonzalez is going to take the ball the other way. Green with the ball, screen from Stratton. Over to Gonzalez, covered by Medidovich. Kicks out to Kemperov, does not take the 3. Finds Bradley, but is traveling before he finds him.
Nice little twirly, but it resulted in some steps. Okay. Another player needed to go out. I don't know, injury? Or?
Green came out. Charlins is shouting for a press. Baker has it. Gonzalez on pink.
Oh.
Medidovich covered by Love. And he's able to draw a foul, a little contact there from Love. That's going to be a foul on the floor, his first one of the night.
Both teams some fouls early.
Bring Strecker in for Love. And it looks like Crawford has a different jersey. Crawford is now number 11.
Well, good to have him back. He looks like his forearm taped up a little bit.
Stinson over to Baker. And Mesa gives it back with another travel. Travel for travel.
Yeah, the both teams equal on turnovers. Maybe one more for Mesa.
There's Strecker to Gonzalez. Kambarov underneath to Crawford. Finds Strecker open in the corner, takes a three and nails it.
There you go. Strecker getting a little playing time here and nails one.
Very patient of Crawford to do that kick out instead of try to go up for it through the double team. There's Stinson driving straight under the basket, and they're going to say he stepped out.
Good defense by the Knights, pushing him all the way to the baseline and over.
Crawford with the inbound. Gonzalez with the ball.
Love the refs moving the game along.
So still looking for something. 15 seconds on the shot clock.
There's a lot of body down there.
Mesa's clogging up the center. They might be kind of daring the Knights to take threes a bit.
Yep.
I might say there's an intensity in this game.
Yes, there is. Second foul there on Mbala.
Both SD teams, crosstown rivals. There's Kambarov with getting the inbound. Pump fake, no good. Finds Gonzalez. Back to him. Tried to get it to Stratton, but Mbala tipped it back out. Gonzalez has the ball, trying to make some moves. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Fades away, takes a shot, and it is good. What a shot.
Wow. Making his own spot there. He knew, he saw the shot clock coming down.
Stinson sprints up court, finds Pink for the three. It's no good. And it's going to be off the Olympians and into the Knights' hand, and that's a timeout from Mesa.
Yeah, Kenny Gonzalez on that last one for the Knights really noticed, as they didn't on the possession before, that the clock was shot clock was running down. So went and found his bucket. So good for him. Let's see, Moore. We got Stratton's got 2 of the people on the floor. Kenny Gonzalez also 2. Kambarov has 1. Alex Crawford, no points so far. He's I'm sure he's got some boards and assists, but interesting to see Crawford not with buckets this early in the game. Nick Strecker with his big 3 there also. And then, yeah, Crawford, no rebounds either.
He has the 1 assist, that kick out to Strecker for that 3. That was a very nice play from him. But Mbala is showing to be a force on defense underneath the basket.
Yeah, they're really playing hard. We can see kind of how they've done defensively by the way they're playing. They play very tough, not allowing the Knights' size really. I haven't seen the size really be impactful yet.
So far in conference play, the Knights have kind of pushed around, or not kind of, absolutely pushed around conference opponents underneath the basket, and today, Mbala's not having any of it.
Nope.
We've seen Stratton and we've seen Crawford push hard against him, and it's like a brick wall. There's Gonzalez with the ball, out to Strecker. Kambarov now finds Stratton at the point, at the free throw line, kicks back out to Kambarov with the 3, off the front iron, no good. Mbala with the rebound out to Medidovic.
Knights having a little bit of trouble finding a shot on the outside against that zone.
Gonzalez playing very tight defense on Medidovic, and he is fighting around, able to get it to Mbala. They kick it out to, who is that, Hall, and he nails the three.
Good movement by the Olympians to get it down inside and then kick it right back out to the open three.
Stratton with the ball going up against Mbala, no good once again, and now Olympians are going back the other way. Spencer Hall with the ball, kicks it out to, hands it off to Pink. Pink drives in, picks up his dribble.
Coach Charlins is over there giving the ref an earful.
Elijah Thomas looking for some space in a play, no good. Stratton with the rebound. And going back the Knights' way, Gonzalez with the ball. Ooh. Almost a risky pass there from Stratton.
Trying to get rid of the ball.
Nothing's getting past these Olympians today.
So a different zone, a 1-1-2, 1-2-2.
Stratton in the corner. Kembrov finds Strecker in the corner.
Skipped pass.
No good. Bounced off the back iron from the edge. And Medidovic has the ball, driving in. And Kembrov is able to draw up that charge. One of his specialties.
One of his specialties. We've seen him on the floor a couple times already this year, and that's good D. Good position D. You know, Coach Charlins likes that when his players are moving their feet.
Not that he gives up size to Medidovic, but if you are giving up size, Kembrov isn't the largest player, and sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Yep.
Bradley to Kembrov underneath the cubit. Trying to make something happen in Mbala. Never mind. Bradley, Green, takes the three right in the face. It's good.
Now Green getting his there.
Green looked Spencer Hall right in front of him and said, I'm just going to take this.
Yep.
Baker out to Stinson, covered by Bradley. Drives into the basket, finds Mbala, goes up for the shot. Draws the foul.
Foul early on, I believe that one was on Al Green.
It's before Cubit. Cubit was a clean block.
Yeah. That's interesting, too, if he called it on Green. Oh, okay, because I get it. I get
the first one.
Yep. Cubit got the block, but Al got the foul before.
He gets the second one. 19-9. As you said, the game, I will say, the Knights are definitely moving a little slower on offense, but luckily for them, Mesa still doesn't have double digits halfway through the first half. That's tipped away by Baker and recovered by Elijah Thomas, who's bringing up the ball now. Stinson with it, covered by Green. Charlin's still talking to the ref. 10 seconds on the shot clock. They switch off Cubit to the corner. Baker with the three, no good. Mbala unable to corral the rebound.
Whoa. Calling that one off the Knights.
I didn't see it, and they're switching it to the Knights. It didn't look like it could possibly have been off the Knights.
No, I didn't see that either, but.
Might even lean more towards an over the back than an off the Knights on that play. There's Bradley with it. Is that a
technical foul?
Technical on the
bench. 35. Does he get kicked out?
It was on 35?
32.
Or 32.
32, and he's
walking away from the. He was walking away from the bench there.
So definitely a technical foul. We're not exactly sure if he was ejected.
Bradley hits the first one.
Joe, we still don't have total respect of the refs where they come over and tell us. You know.
And Bradley gets the second one. No, we do not. We can just speculate.
Yes. And with 32 leaving immediately after that technical, I'm going to speculate that he just got popped out of the game. He got, that was 32.
Yeah, he's the one who had the quick 2 fouls to start.
Yeah.
It's going to Crawford underneath. A quick shot, no good. It's his first open shot underneath I've seen. Quick back the other way. And they're going to call it a...
yes, goaltending.
Goaltending on Cubitt.
I was kind of waiting for that whistle to happen because it sure looked like the ball went up and was coming down. But it's kind of hard to tell, too. Cubitt's so tall there.
He was looking for that home run block from behind. LeBron block from behind right there.
Slap it against the backboard.
Yeah, he was looking for it, but sometimes you just arrive a little too late. It was exciting, though, to say the least. I don't blame him.
So, yeah, there's really some good action underneath here.
It's Crawford from the free throw line off the back iron, no good. Rebound from Thomas.
As long as the Knights keep missing those kind of mid-range shots, Mesa's doing okay with them.
There's Baker, covered by Green, finds Stinson, takes the deep 3. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound from KJ Bradley. And he finds Crawford, but he is unable to catch the ball.
Well, good thought there by KJ Bradley, the leading assist man for the Knights, but Crawford a little too much to handle. It got tipped, it looked like, by the Mesa player. Maybe threw Crawford off a little bit.
Through his hands. It's more of a football thing, but you got to look in the ball before you go up with the dunk.
Joe bringing in the football knowledge to us here.
Stinson now has it. Covered by Bradley. Thomas gets it tipped by Cubitt. Knights going back the other way. 3-on-3 alley-oop to Cubitt with the dunk.
There we go, the size. You can see that one coming.
Woo-wee.
Not sure why Mesa didn't, but Cubitt's just a little too tall there. Nice
Stinson.
pass. Nice feed from Bradley.
Stinson going hard up for it. Is able to draw the foul from Bradley. I know, trying to just... I mean, maybe you don't want to risk it, but almost fouling Cubitt might have been a better move on that.
Well, that's what it kind of seemed
like.
You could see that was unfolding in front of us, but we also were watching from the sidelines too. So.
That's right. There's a reason we're not out there. First shot's no good from Stinson. Usually pretty consistent there from the free throw line at 78%.
Yeah, Stinson's been pretty quiet.
He misses both.
That just...
Alex Crawford to the ball, looking to take it both ways, but Mbala's there to stop him. Finds Bradley all the way across court. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Bradley's holding on to it, looking like they're trying to set something up. Screen from Crawford. Over to Green. Tries to get it down to Cubitt. He's able to put it together. Oh, no, it is lost. And then stolen away again by Green. Finds Crawford, and he loses it out of bounds.
That's Crawford's third touch that has resulted in, I'm not sure that would be his turnover on that one, but a couple off his hands, three of them off his hands there.
Paint defense still reigns supreme here with Mesa, but the Knights are getting their points, and to be fair, Mesa's just not. 6 minutes left in the first half, and they still only have 11 points.
Shooting 20% from the field, 3 for 15 is Mesa, so you're not going to score very much that way. 2 for 8 from the 3, and then 3 for 6. You know, even those 3 easy ones, didn't get those. On the other side, the Knights are shooting 8 for 18, 44%, 60%, 3 for 5 from 3. 66% from the line. Yeah, points off turnovers. Even though the turnover mark is pretty close, 8 for the Olympians, 7 for the Knights. the Knights have been much more efficient in getting the points off of those turnovers. 13 points to 3 for Mesa.
Medidovic is going to be the one to bring it up here for the Olympians. Now it's Baker, covered by Crawford. He picks up his dribble, and now he's kind of stuck in no man's land, looking for some help from Medidovic. He's able to find him. Shook off Bradley, gets the open three, and nails it.
Crawford looked like he was calling for someone to help him with the trap there, and looked like that's what they're supposed to do.
Bradley Green.
Interesting seeing Bradley here set up on the right.
Green covered by Stinson. Back to Bradley. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Bradley draws a foul. Is that going to be a shooting, or is it going to be on the floor there? Shoots 2.
Oh.
Or was that a 1-and-1?
Well, that ref called 1-on-1. I just saw that ref did that. Did 2. 1-and-1 is what the ref underneath is calling.
So it was on the floor. 8th foul from Mesa. Bradley gets the first one. Here's the second one, and he gets it. It looks like 32 is back on the bench. Maybe he just needed to have some time.
Just needed a little time.
Baker inbounds it to Stinson. As we get to the final 5 minutes of the first half, 25-14. Low scoring affair. Here's Medidovic driving underneath the basket, kicks it out to Young, who takes the three, and it is no good. Mbala with the rebound, puts it back up, and he gets his shot.
Nice strong move there. I hadn't really seen that, but there's that rebounding.
9-point game. Green with the ball. The Knights are having trouble scoring points on the floor. There's Green with the open three. Nope. Pulls it down. Cubitt goes up with the dunk, and he's able to draw the foul on Mbala, and that's got to be 3 for him.
Yes, 3 for Mbala. That's his third.
69% from Dylan Cubitt from the free throw line. We'll see how this shakes out.
Coach Travis Nichols for Mesa having to go a little deeper into the bench.
First shot is good. I'm not sure we've seen Mbala come out.
No, we have not, but we are now.
He's had 2 for quite a while, and
both he and Blackburn, big guys, with 3 each. With quite a bit of time left here in the half.
Cubitt sinks them both. As I said, fouls could become a real problem here for the Olympians with their 2 big men, and now we're going to see what it looks like without Mbala dominating down low on defense. There's Young with the ball on the wing. Out to Noor. On Cubitt, driving up to the basket. It gets swatted away by Cubitt, and Green's going the other way. He's got numbers. Bradley in the transition 3, and it's good.
Bradley seems to be money in that transition when he can just kind of step in.
Medidovic over to Baker. Pump fakes, drives in underneath, and he's able to make a really nice move, Pat, to get past Crawford.
Used the screens well there.
Love to Green. Green takes a 3, and he sinks it. And now the 3s are falling for the Knights, and that is a problem for the Olympians.
Yeah.
There's Stinson now, who's had a pretty quiet day so far.
Yeah, their leading scorer.
Deep 2, but he gets it there. Spoke too soon.
Oh, right in his face. Al Green was right in his face.
It's Bradley in the corner, getting underneath the basket, finds Cubit with the lay-in, but he is able to get the foul. That is a good foul. That was going to be an easy lay-in.
Quite a look by KJ Bradley on that one, taking it all the way on the baseline, and then a little no-looker flip to Cubit. Back at the line.
I don't know if this is going to be our first time seeing Bengana, but he is checked and ready to come in. Another big man for SD Mesa. Spencer Hall comes in as well, relieving Noor and Young.
Cubit having a pretty good game here. 4 rebounds, 5 points. Looking for number 6 here.
Off the back iron, Love with the rebound. Here's Green with the open 3, in and out. Alex Crawford with the rebound, no. Cubit with the rebound, and he gets the dunk, and it looks like they're gonna call a travel on him.
A little bit of a hop step there. Took it up strong.
Couple too many hops and steps. Nedovic bringing it up. Love trips over, but he's able to get back in time. Crawford on Nedovic. Now getting doubled by Cubit. Funny layup there, no good over the rim. Green pushes it to Love, back out to Bradley.
Letting the big men get down here for rebounding. Smart move by the Knights.
Love with the mid-range, in and out, no good. Rebound from Bengana. And now we have Stinson to Baker. Moving in, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Baker's picked up his dribble, he's trapped a little bit. Cubit on Bengana. There's Baker open in the corner, in and out, no good. And here goes Bradley the other way to Crawford, who's gonna drive right up to the basket and get the left hand.
Wow, a little swooping left hand too. Took a little bit of contact there.
He went up high right up the middle and then quick shift around. Oh,
and then
poked
gets
out.
His hand on the ball there. Here we go, up
Green
top.
the other way, alley-oop to Crawford. No good on the dunk though, a little too showy. There goes Stinson going back the other way, finds an open Spencer Hall who sinks it.
Making Crawford pay for that one.
12-point game here with just over a minute left in the first half. There's Green, decides against taking the 3. There's Love, who decides to take the 3. Off the front iron, no good. And Stinson pushing it the other way. He's got Baker. He tries to get it to him, but Bradley steals it away, and now he's going back the other way. And he goes up for that alley-oop, and this time he finds Crawford.
Just a missed assignment there by Mesa with Crawford right under the bucket. You got to pick him up.
2-hand slam jam from Crawford, and now Stinson goes in, draws the foul, and one. You could hear that one.
Yeah, you could.
Even with headsets on.
KJ Bradley picks up that one, swipes it right there. I don't know if it's just me, Joe, but Alex Crawford seems just not quite totally on today. Like he's, I don't know. It looks like he's a little slow. And I don't know.
Going up against the, I'm not sure I've seen a player look so forceful underneath the basket as Mbala has in them all season and all the games that we've done. Even against those top tier teams, he is a strong defender, very strong.
Anybody watching tape is going to see that as something that might work against some of the Knights' height.
Bradley's looking for the last possession here. Screens, no good. Green down to Crawford underneath, who gets it off the backboard. 5 seconds left. They're going to push it up the court. There goes Stinson. Probably going to take the last shot. No good. Hits the bottom of the rim.
Wow, you had a look at that and could have gotten something there. Yeah, very interesting. Where in a half that looked like the Knights were going to be really doing some damage. I mean, it is 13. We should say that, but sure seems like Mesa kind of hung with them a bit, just based on grit, determination, defense. The Knights were a lot taller, a lot more size, but it didn't seem to matter. And as you mentioned there, Mbala, some of the other bigger, maybe bulkier players for Mesa, the Olympians, really really played some very good defense, very strong. And so that seemed to bother inside, the Knights inside getting some buckets.
Now with that, their focus underneath has led to, I think, quite a solid day from 3 from the Knights, 5 for 9, 55%. That has been looking good from Green and Bradley, and I think Kevy Love might have had one as well.
Yep.
And then getting some points from the free throw as well, 8 for 12. But when it comes to the field, they are still holding it, and they are getting points off turnovers as we've usually seen, but rebounds are close, 19 to 15, and turnovers are close, 10 to 8. So most of the time when we've been watching them over these past games has been some very dominant turnover, fast break, lots of chances from the Knights, for the Knights against the other team.
Yep. Yeah, and the Knights are, doing what they should on their on the turnovers, and converting those into points, and then the rebounding, which we talked a little bit about before. The Knights have really done pretty well, 19 to 15 over the Olympians. Not a whole lot of big differences. The Knights moving the ball pretty well, 8 assists versus 5 for Mesa. Turnovers, or steals, I should say, 5 for the Knights versus 2 for Mesa. And that's kind of that for the stats for the half. Could look at some of the players and give you some of the individual stats here. Joe, what do you think?
I see Stinson did end up leading his team at halftime. I felt like it was a bit slow from him as it was going, but he had some plays towards the end of the half. So he ends up leading with 8 points, and Spencer Hall with 6, and Mbala with 4. I would say his effectiveness is not coming up on the stat sheet. That's more of something you watch when you're watching the game. His defense has been very strong. Players on the Knights, Bradley leading the way with 9. 1 for 1 from 3, 4 for 4 from free throws, and 2 for 3 from the field. Al Green with 8 points in second, and Alex Crawford with 6, Dylan Cubitt with 5, and it continues down. A lot of points for a lot of different Knights players. The Mesa has played quite a few players. They might have played 12 players today so far in the first half.
Yeah, well, with that foul trouble for several of their players, Blackburn and Mbala, both with 3, kind of the big stories there. The Knights have mostly stayed out of foul trouble. KJ Bradley's got 2. Kevy Love has got 2 also, but not too bad here going into the second half. On the rebounding side of things, Dylan Cubitt owning it for the Knights with 6 rebounds. Alex Crawford 3, Al Green 2. On the other side of the court, Stinson and Baker both with 3 rebounds, and then several kind of others. But yeah, as you said, a lot of players getting playing time actually on both teams. So good to see that happening. We got some other games that are happening in the Pacific Coast Athletic Conference. If you'd like me to go over those, we've got this game here, and then Southwestern is playing at San Diego Miramar College at 6 p.m. tip. So what do we got here? About 15 minutes away from tip for all of these other games. Cuyamaca is at Miracosta. and Imperial Valley at Grossmont. All those are 6 p.m. tips. If we're looking forward to City and what they've got coming up, City's got another game coming up this Friday at Southwestern, so an away game. First away game of the conference for the Knights. And then they're back home next Wednesday, the 10th, versus Imperial Valley. Mesa plays that same Imperial Valley team at Imperial Valley on Friday, and then they're home against Cuyamaca on next Wednesday.
And we'll be here next Wednesday, I believe.
Yes, we will.
On January 10th. Doesn't look like we have the time for it, but probably about 5 p.m. or 6 p.m.
More than likely, it's a 5 tip for that.
And so that's going to be them taking on Imperial Valley.
I got some other stats here. Maybe some people want to check out what's happening in the Pacific Coast Athletic Conference. Some of the leaders that are playing here today in the points per game category. KJ Bradley is in 5th in the conference with 16.7 points per game. Also in there is in the 3-point percentage, as we mentioned before. Both Kevy Love at 45% shooting from 3, and Al Green 44% shooting from 3. So they're getting theirs, and both of those players getting some. Well, at least Al Green got one today. Kevy Love got one also. Al Green has 2 from 3. So they're doing their thing there. Mbala, who we've seen playing well, is shooting 53% for Mesa, 5th in the conference. Let's see if we look at the total rebounding stats for the conference, see if we've got anybody up here. Mbala, number 4 in the conference in rebounding with, 93 total in a per game kind of thing. Let's see if we've got this right. He's got 7.5 rebounds per game. Alex Crawford is right next to him with almost 7 rebounds per game also. So some of the guys playing tonight getting their thing. And then some featured games happening in the California JUCO League. Compton at East Los Angeles at number 30 in the rankings, East Los Angeles. Number 27 San Bernardino versus number 21 Chaffee also today. And then Santa Rosa and San Joaquin Delta also playing. Let's see if we've got any stat leader names here that are coming up for me. Well, nothing that I'm seeing in.
Might see Alex Crawford there, and what is that, 7th in field goal percentage in the state?
There you go. Oh yes, Well, they're really
glitchy on the website, though.
Yeah, a little glitchy
on the website.
But yeah,
there's Alex Crawford here
in the 3s in
66%. So he's doing quite well.
Yeah, shooting well this year from the field.
Very effective. I mean, we've been watching him dunk over and over and over again the past couple games, so not surprised about that. And if you want to continue watching SD Knights games with commentary right here on SD City Times YouTube, sdcitytimes.com is where you can read some articles about the City Knights as well as articles about the campus.
Yeah, and I post some links out on my Twitter feed, or I guess I should call it X, formerly known as Twitter, but we'll just keep calling it Twitter. Some of the links to both California and the Pacific Coast Athletic Conference games and news that's happening out there. So you can check me out at Vince Outlaw out there on Twitter.
Well, all right, we're going to take a little break, and then we'll be back with the second half. City Knights versus the SD Mesa Olympians. All right, and we are back. Right in front of us, we're going to have Blackburn inbounding the ball. He's going to inbound the ball to Stinson. And we're off to the second half here. Blackburn is back in after having 3 fouls in the first half and playing maybe only a couple minutes and then having that technical while he was on the sideline. It is Thomas that goes up with it and is able to draw the foul on what looks to be Crawford? Alex Crawford, maybe?
Looks like Crawford, yes.
Yeah. We'll see. 3 fouls on the 2 big men of Mesa, Mbala and Blackburn, and 3 fouls each. And so we're going to see how that ends up. Blackburn with the ball covered by Cubitt.
Yeah, they gave that foul to Cubitt there. So that's his
Cubitt
second.
There. There's Medidovic covered by Love.
Wow.
KJ Bradley with a smooth steal. Didn't even look like he stole it. We couldn't really see it. There's Crawford going in for the dunk. He pulls it to the side, and they call a foul on Mbala, and that's 4. Now he's hanging by a thread. 1 left for him.
Yeah, it's going to be a very tough sled for Mesa, especially if they're playing on kind of pins and needles with all his fouls.
Here's Crawford shooting 2.
Plus going to be going to the bench early.
And they're going to take Mbala out. Save him for a little bit later. Crawford misses the first one, though.
64% free throw shooter.
Crawford with the second one, and he nails it. 40-26. Blackburn with the ball. Looks like he's taking it up. Hands it off to Thomas. They're going to set up their offense. To Noor.
Defense from the Knights there.
And it bounces off some knees, and it is lost. Recovered by Green. Throws down to Cubitt. And they're going to call a foul on Noor. There on the floor. Second foul already for the Mesa Olympians. KJ is going to inbound it. Looks to be some frustration with the Mesa players with the fouls. Corner 3 from Al Green's no good. Shoots it long. Rebound by Medidovic, and he's going to bring it up as well.
That's Green's spot there in that corner, though. He likes that shot.
Blackburn with it. Still setting up, looking for someone. Takes the shot and nails it. Elijah Thomas with a beautiful mid-range jumper.
Interesting that Blackburn was kind of out front, out top on that one.
He's been bringing the ball up, actually. Even. Here's KJ Bradley, gets the screen, finds Love, finds Green. Green drives into the basket right up against Stinson after crossing past Thomas there, weaving through traffic.
Nice hand switch, too, going from his left to right in air, offhand.
There goes Thomas going up, and he is fouled hard. That is from Green. It's going to be shooting 2 for Elijah Thomas.
Freshman Thomas, 72% free throw shooter.
First shot, up front iron and in. Back to a 13-point game that we went to half with. Mesa staying in striking range as they get a little hot.
Yeah, this is definitely, not a blowout. Doesn't feel like it, especially with the defense that Mesa plays. But they're going to have to it's going to have to be a few things going their way here.
Bradley to Green, who is open but doesn't take the 3. Love in the corner. Finds Crawford at free throw. Bradley back to Green. Drives in. He's looking for something. Bradley's there. 5 on the shot clock. Takes the 3 and banks it in from the end, from the wing.
Nice shot by Bradley, looking off into the corner.
Looking for a trap on Stinson. Cubitt and Bradley, he finds Blackburn. He's able to get it out of there and heaves it down court. What a pass to Medidovic. Driving in, Noor driving in. And they're calling the push off.
And I think Green just hit the ball out of bounds.
Oh, off of Green.
Off
no
of Green.
foul.
Yep, off of Green, no foul.
15 points. Lead here for the Knights. Baker inbounds it to Thomas. Thomas goes up for the shot, and they're going to call foul on that. I'm not too sure about the foul. That just looks like a strong block, but
yeah, it's a lot of hand.
Hand's not part of the ball, Vince. Not anymore?
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Thomas with the first one. Front iron and in.
Thomas averaging 5 points a game, a contributor here for the Olympians.
He gets another one there. 2 for 2. Green brings it up. Bradley with the ball, back to Green. Driving in on Thomas, gets some help from Blackburn. Goes up with it, no good. Cubitt gets the rebound, and that's no good as well. And it's back the other way with Stinson. Almost loses it. Looks like they're trying to get the trap. Bouncing off of Thomas, and he gathers it up. A little sloppy there, but they're able to get the ball across half court. Blackburn with the ball. He's picked up his dribble, and you're going to get, is that 5 seconds? Closely guarded? Or is it timeout?
Timeout. Timeout on Mesa.
It looks like we're getting Charlins getting in it with the refs again. He's frustrated about some of these calls.
Well, we're here to battle.
Or lack thereof, I guess.
Yeah, lack thereof, I think, is what that was about. The battle for the San Diego Community College District.
That's
today.
right. That's right.
Both
SD Mesa, SD City.
Okay, Joe.
Yes.
What are the 2 other schools?
Oh. I know that. I thought there was only one other one, so I'm already halfway wrong.
Miramar?
Is it Miramar? SD Miramar?
Yes.
Because I know it's not Grossmont.
Nope.
5 seconds?
Yes.
My goodness.
Wow. Good defense by the Knights to just discombobulate them.
There goes Bradley bringing it up. Love in the corner, finds some space, and he's able to get the lay-in just before Noor can block it.
That was a quick release on that was needed.
Stinson, there's a wild trap here, running out of time, 3 seconds. 2 seconds, they're going to call a foul on Cubitt. We have some intensity going on here. Charlins is yelling, and some of the crowd's yelling back at him. Stinson with the ball. Screen from Blackburn, and they're going to call a moving screen on that.
Oh, there we go.
And that's 4 for Blackburn, and now we're at 4 and 4 for Mbala and Blackburn at this point.
This is way early.
Still almost 16 minutes remaining.
Yeah.
Here goes Bradley bringing the ball up. 15-point lead for the Knights. Crawford over to Green. Down underneath to Stratton. Haven't seen him in a little while. There's Bradley at the top. Goes in, finds Stratton. He pump fakes, misses it, and is unable to get his putback, but draws the foul. Is that going to be on Baker? Number 2, yes.
Stratton did good keeping the ball up there. Those were pretty close little gimmies, though. Would have been nice to get a 3 here. Maybe asking for a little too much.
Stratton 75% from the line, though. Not a bad player to send to that.
Yep.
And Blackburn's going to come out. This is a difficult place for Mesa. Down by 16 with 15.5 minutes left. Their 2 starting big men have 4 fouls each. And we got a little taste of what it looked like at the end of the first half when they didn't have either of them on the court. Yep. It was not a great look. Alex Crawford was getting his plays, but the 2 big men of the Knights are going to come out. So we're going to get a little bit of Stratton and Kambarov leading the way against the secondary players there. Zet Bengana. And I guess Noor would be the other tallest player for Mesa. Almost lost out of bounds. He throws it back in, but it's stolen by Kambarov. He finds Gonzalez, and they slow it down. Bradley's looking for the ball. He gets it. There's Kambarov right in the middle there, looking for something. There's Love in the corner. Kambarov at the wing. Gonzalez, Bradley around town. Bradley drives in, finds Stratton, who's covered. Nope, Kambarov with the ball. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. He drives in, turnaround jumper, and hits it.
That is a good use of 30 seconds right there. Good ball movement on that one by the Knights.
They do another 30 seconds like that, I might pass out.
Yeah, you can't have that, Joe.
Baker driving in on Kambarov, puts the layup in, he gets it. Great drive to the basket, but it looks like he's shaken up. Running back. Looks like he's going to try to stay with it. It's Kambarov. Finds Love in the corner for 3, and it's good. That's 2 for 3 for him on the night.
Yeah. Love is doing his thing.
Spencer Hall has to drive it up quickly. There's Stinson with the ball. Once again, Love covering him. A little double team from Kambarov. And Love trying to get the ball out of Stinson's hands. Stinson throws it away to Hall, and it's topped up, doesn't go out of bounds, and Love going back the other way with a dunk. And that's a quick timeout from the Mesa Olympians. Celebration time here for the SD City Knights. They seem to be very excited.
They're very excited about seeing their teammate get a little breakaway dunk. Charlins, though, is still going after the refs.
I see Spencer Hall seem to think that the Knights tipped it out, but the ball never went out.
No.
It tricked him. I saw him twirl around really quickly. The ball actually never went out of bounds, but it looked like it was going that way. And then there's Love to pick up the ball and cruise for the dunk.
Get it up and over the rim. Just a little bit, enough to get there. Love, 6'2", getting himself up for some dunk time. Yeah, Love, who had that 3 before that, also shooting 45% from 3, one of the tops in the league.
Vince, I'm 6'2", and I could never get there. Could never get there with the dunk.
Joe, I think if you worked on it, a little bit,
yeah,
you might get a little more close.
All right, I'm gonna have to go take some plyometric classes and see if I can get to the rim.
Be as efficient as you can with the tools that you have.
That's right. That is right. Maybe I can ask Kevy Love for some advice. Ask him how he dunks at, or Alex Crawford. He's quite the high flyer. Although I think being 6'8" helps.
Yes, quite a bit.
All right, we're back after the timeout here. Mikhail Pink is going to inbound the ball, or could be Mikhail, maybe Michael. And Noor's running away with it, and it gets tipped out of bounds off of Kambarov. We're going to stay on this side
Nice
with the
hustle back
Olympians.
by Gonzalez to bat that away.
Medidovich with the inbound. And he finds Pink. Three-pointer from Spencer Hall, no good. And it rolls out of bounds.
Looks like Gonzalez is looking for a sub.
Is some sort of issue?
I don't know. He's
Looks like he's back at
he's
it.
there.
He's got the ball now.
Maybe he was just looking for a little help on the out of bounds.
Gonzalez, there's Bradley with the ball in the corner. Almost threw it over his head. Back to Gonzalez. Love with it. Working on Medidovich, and he finds Stratton after getting Bengana off his feet. What a play from Kevy Love.
Taking it deep in and knowing when to dish. Good move, Love.
A risky pass. Love almost steals it. He does steal it. He finds Bradley, and Kambarov with the dunk.
Bradley with the dish. Sweet little dish to Kambarov to finish it off. The Knights with some good teamwork passing there. Again, taking advantage of the turnover.
Bengana takes the jump shot, overshoots an air ball, and Stratton's going hard the other way. Finds Bradley. Transition three, no good.
Knights have extended the lead to 25.
I think the Knights all would have fallen out of their seats if he hit that three-pointer. They were going wild with the Kambarov dunk. Stratton with the rebound. Back the Knights away. Bradley with the ball.
Yeah. Turnovers just killing Mesa.
There's Love with a wide open three. No good though off the back iron. Hall's taking it back up the other way. Finds Medidovich. And he takes the three. Off the front iron, no good. Stratton with the rebound. Looks like they have a bunch of substitutions coming up. Kambarov has the ball at three. Fakes it there. Looked like he was going to give it to Stratton, and now he takes the elbow three, or the wing three rather, and rolls it in. And Mesa calls a timeout.
Wow. So, yeah, 8 for 15 from 3 for the Knights. 53%. That's pretty darn good from out there. Shooting 51% from the field, 10 for 16 from free throws. But that the big stat here, turnovers and points off turnovers. The Olympians just continuing to turn the ball over here in the second half. 17 turnovers over the game, 8 for the Knights. Points off turnovers, 25 for the Knights and 6 for the Olympians. So big difference there, taking advantage of it. And then, as we mentioned earlier in the pregame, talking about the rebound differentials, just kind of in based on who they've been playing before this. Looked like the Mesa was going to be giving them some of a game, but 25 rebounds for the Knights and 21 for Mesa. So they're doing well there. Both really hitting the defensive rebounds, and then the Knights winning it on the offensive rebounds side of things. The stats are really about as lopsided as the score, Joe.
If I remember correctly, I believe it was 10-8 in the turnovers at half, and now it's 17-8. Those 7, and the Knights have not turned the ball over yet the second half, while Mesa's given up 7. Got some new players in here. It looks like Nick Hage has the ball here. Medidovich now with it. And he throws it away. Stolen by Kevy Knight. Alley-oop to Cubitt. And the dunk is down. You know, we haven't been doing this very long, but I'm going to say this feels a little personal from the Knights. They are jumping up. There's some intensity in this arena tonight.
Well, you know, they haven't been playing for 10 days, 12 days, 14 days more.
And Nort throws the ball away. There's Love driving in the basket. Back out to Gonzalez. To Love again. There's Cubitt on the much smaller Noor, but he misses the layup.
Ball kind of fell off of his hand there. I was expecting something large.
3 off the backboard, no good. Yeah, these guys have had a bunch of days off. They haven't played since mid-December, so maybe they're just coming in
ready
with some intensity.
Yeah.
In and out from Kevy Love. Hage with the ball. Hands off to Medidovic, and the Knights are getting opportunistic now. They're trying to steal everything that comes their way. No good from 3, and it's back the Knights' way. And Gonzalez draws what looks to be a foul there on number 22.
Yeah, another thing we could be seeing, Joe, is the Knights just reacting to the fact that they're rising up in the statewide rankings with that new ranking too, putting them at number 3 in the state, and so
you can't knock them down if they keep winning by 40.
Can't do that. Actually, yeah.
Screen from Crawford over to Green in the corner to Gonzalez, back to Green. Mid-range jumper, no good. Mbala with the rebound. He is now back in after quite a bit of time on the bench. Blackburn as well. Let's see if they can slow down this onslaught from the Knights. He's able to get his own rebound, goes up with it again and draws a foul. And one.
Nice move to get that ball up amongst all those people. Nice little spin on it. Bucket and a chance to make 3.
For the Knights, or for the Olympians, it was a bit of a, oh wow, Blackburn with the rebound on the missed free throw, and it stays Mesa ball. Elijah Thomas goes up with a shot and draws a foul as well. He's going to shoot 2. That's going to be on Alex Crawford. Green looks like he hurt his finger, or his, oof, not his finger. Something else. That's the first one. Thomas with his second free throw here. Shoots 72%. Gets the second one. Crawford with the inbound. Looking for a little bit of help, but no. Able to get it to Bradley. Screen from Crawford. Crawford on Mbala, or Bradley on Mbala rather. Cubitt goes up with it. In and out, no good. Mbala with the rebound, and we're going back the other way with Stinson. Pushes it up court to Thomas. Back out to Stinson. Trying to find Blackburn underneath, and it's no good. Bradley throws it and seems frustrated with Crawford because he didn't go for the ball, but he didn't want to leave his post underneath the basket. Blackburn putting in work on Crawford, kicks it out, and it is no good. That was Young with the 3, and he gets his own rebound in the corner.
Nice hustle.
Stinson almost over and back, is able to get it back to Blackburn. Who gets it back to Stinson. Blackburn going underneath. Driving into the basket from Stinson, he draws the foul. He's going to shoot 2.
That's an interesting little thing going on here with a few extra fouls by City. The Knights are kind of slowing this game down a little bit with extra fouls.
I want to say there were 3 or 4 fouls in the last just couple of minutes, it seems. Stinson with the first shot here. He gets it. 64-39, 25-point lead for the Knights. Still quite a comfortable lead after that really strong run they had a little bit ago.
Yeah.
And Stinson rattles in the second one. Inbound from Cubitt to Green. 24-point game with 7 minutes and 53 seconds left. Over to Green. Drives under the basket, kicks it out to Gonzalez, who makes a nice spin move, but gets stopped up, finds Crawford. Bradley out for three, no. Gonzalez at the three, no. Bradley finds the open three finally, and it is no good. Crawford with the rebound, looking for Cubit, and he loses the ball. And they're gonna call jump ball. And the possession arrow is gonna stay with Mesa.
Crawford tried to...
Or stay with the Knights, rather.
Crawford tried to little scoop pass in there to Cubit, but a little too much traffic.
Mesa seems frustrated. It wasn't that it was a jump ball. Bradley has it. And Crawford draws the foul, and is that it for Mbala?
Must be.
That's who was covering him. See what he's got here.
Yep.
33.
Bye-bye.
That's 5 fouls there. I believe that should be it. That should be it for the day for him. Bradley out to Gonzalez. Screen from Crawford. Jumper from Gonzalez. Rattles it in. Good jumper. It's going to make it 66-40. 26-point lead here. Stinson getting kind of trapped in the back. 4 seconds to get across the line. Running out of time here. And they're going to call him on the 10 seconds back court. A lot of those were getting close this game. We saw a few. He's getting down to 23, 22, and finally this is the one.
You were right on it there, Joe.
Here's
Let's restart that.
Cubit. They were not ready. All right. Not from the midline, from this line here. Bradley inbounds to Crawford. Back to Bradley. Screen from Crawford. Down to Crawford. Out to Green with the open three. No good. And it is going to be off of the Knights.
Knights ball, actually, off of Mesa.
Oh, they originally pointed the other direction. They've changed it up.
Nice inside-out game there by the Knights, getting it back into Crawford and him whipping it back out.
There's Bradley, or sorry, Gonzalez rather, inbound to Cubit, who's doubled out to Crawford. One-on-one here with Baker. And they're going to reset with Green. Gets it to Cubit. One-on-one with Blackburn, makes a move. Bounces off the iron, no good, and it's going to be off Mesa. Cubit coming out, Stratton coming in. 6 minutes, 32 seconds left in this game.
Stratton's had a nice little run today. 6 rebounds, 5 points.
Crawford to Bradley. Down to Crawford. Trying to make a play, and he loses the ball. Looks like that was... calling it out of bounds on Mesa. So probably off of Cassini, I think, poked it out.
Crawford wasn't too happy with that. Some of the fans weren't on the other side of it, too.
Looked like everyone was looking for a foul there.
Yeah, one kind or another.
There's Stratton with the ball. Crawford at the point. Back to Green. 14 on the shot clock. Bradley makes a quick move to the basket. And that's going to be a foul on Stinson. He's going to shoot 2 for Bradley.
Bradley shooting 76 from the free throw line. so far this year.
First shot. 1-1, no good. Stratton with the rebound, but he gets swatted out, and Green is able to corral it. There's Gonzalez. Looking for something here. Driving in the basket. There's Crawford on the end. Back up to Gonzalez. 10 seconds on the shot clock here. Screen from Crawford for Bradley. Doesn't take it, finds Green open in the corner, takes a three, no good. Stratton gets another rebound and rattles it in. Quickly back the other way goes Young, and he doesn't get it, gets the rebound, and he draws the foul.
Little fire there from Kwajong Young, sophomore.
5'9".
Yeah, taking it to the hoop twice on the Knights there. Yeah, not 5'9". Sophomore from Pensacola, Florida. Shooting 80% from the free throw line.
First one was good.
Working on his percentage. One of the better three-point shooters also for the Olympians.
Kambarov coming in for Crawford, and it looks like Kevy Love coming in for Bradley. The second free throw from Young is good. It's Bradley bringing it up. Little press from the Olympians. Fires it down court to Love, and then gives it back to, sorry, not Bradley, Gonzalez. Gonzalez drives into the basket. He finds Love in the corner. Back over to Kambarov. Finds Stratton. Takes the mid-range jumper and sinks it. Right around the foul line. He gets another one. You said 5 earlier. I want to say he's got 4 since then. There's Blackburn with the ball. They get across, getting a little close there with the backcourt. Takes the 3, Stinson does, and is no good. Rebound from Young. Finds Blackburn open at 3, who takes his own 3, and it's no good. And Bengana gets the rebound. There's Young with the ball. Oh, and he runs into Kambarov, and they don't call anything. 3-on-1. Gonzalez goes up with it and gets the lay-in. Quite a bit of contact there.
Yeah. I'm really kind of surprised that Mesa's, not really trying to get it down low to 32 to Blackburn. Yeah, he doesn't. He's that 3 out here. I'm not sure that's his bread and butter. I guess he's shooting 70%. Well, no, he's not shooting that from the 3. So, but yeah, I mean, and when he's set up underneath and is getting the ball, he seems to be pretty good underneath, but just not any opportunities. And he's definitely not going to get the opportunity now that he's just been pulled.
Some really big frustration on the Mesa side. There seems to be just general frustration with the refs tonight by both teams.
By both teams.
Which is kind of a funny thing to hear. Both teams complain about the refs.
Yeah, especially in a 72-42 game.
Yes. Spencer Hall is going to bring it up, covered by Gonzalez. Here comes Stinson trying to get, looks like he's trying to come up and give Hall some support, but Hall's just been hanging on to it for the past 22 seconds. Finally finds Baker, covered by Love. Screen, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Loses the ball, picked up by Gonzalez, and Stratton's possibly looking for the fast break, but they slow it down. The Love. Cassini tries that steal. Is no good on that.
Yeah.
Green has it. There's Kambarov at the point to the wing, and Green getting double teamed. Kambarov driving in. 5 on the shot clock. 3, 2. Stratton goes in from the side. Almost backdoor layup.
strong move to the hoop on the baseline by Stratton.
And that bounces off of the foot of, I want to say Love.
Kambarov, I believe.
Kambarov.
I think it was his, excuse me. I
So
banged my mic there.
So it stays with Mesa. And it looks like we're going to see Callaway for the first time tonight, relieving Gonzalez.
Kind of surprised it's the first time we've seen him in the game.
Stinson with the ball. Three-pointer in the corner from Hall, no good. Tipped by Kambarov, but gathered by Bengana, and then also rebounded by Baker, and then finally Stratton at the end. Kambarov driving down low, stops in the paint, finds Stratton, but he loses it. Back the other way. I want to say that was stolen by Hall, and then Baker loses it and stolen by Green. Back to the Knights. Stratton on Stinson, takes the fadeaway jumper and draws the foul.
Stratton feeling it during his time here in. Yes.
He's asking for it and he's taking it.
Buckets, buckets, buckets. 11 points now for Stratton. Going back to the line.
We run down 2.5 minutes left and Stratton takes his first free throw, and it is good. If you want to learn more about the SD City Knights and read some articles going around San Diego City College, go to sdcitytimes.com.
Yep, you'll see the some of the game recaps and links to the call here among the basketball things, but lots of other things going on at sdcitynights.com.
Stolen away by Green, who's going to throw it down to Callaway for the layup, and it's no good, but Love gets the rebound, and he puts it up and draws the foul, I want to say from Baker.
Got to get Callaway on the box score here, Joe. Everybody else has scored for the Knights.
Nick Streck. Oh.
Yeah, Strecker had that three.
Strecker had that three.
He had that three in the first half.
Oh, I see.
He had
now.
that three
there
in the first half. There it is.
I was reading the stats incorrectly. There's Love with his first shot. Gets it in. 77-42's a 35-point lead here. Got to be quick with that math, Vince. 35-point lead, 42, 77.
That's why they have you here.
It's the only reason I'm here. So I can do the math quickly and tell you the score. Even though the scoreboard does that. There's Baker bringing up the ball, and it looks like Love might have gotten hit in the private area. Happened to Green earlier.
Wow. What's up with that?
Just got to breathe it out. He'll be all right. We've all been there.
Yes, we have. Well, at least half of us.
People that have them.
At least half of us.
First shot from Cassini is good.
That's good for Luciano to get on the board, too.
No
Luciano
good.
Cassini.
The rebound from Kambarov. Over to Green. And Green back to Callaway. Down to Kambarov. On Cassini, trying to do his work, and he gets it with the hook shot.
Nice, switching over to the left and putting it in with the left. I thought we might see a little bit of foul there with the lowering his shoulder, but.
There's Baker, stolen from Green, and he's gonna go up with the with the show-off missed dunk.
Tried to do a double clutch dunk.
And Callaway loses the ball. This game's getting a little silly at this point. Here we go. There's Thomas with the mid-range jumper, and he gets it back. He might get a little earful from his coach after that, unless he likes him going for that little show-off dunk here. Up by 30. At the time, up by 36. Here's Stratton. Picks up his dribble over to Callaway in the corner. Takes the fadeaway three, no good, and rebounded by Baker. Baker's going to take it in, and Kambarov is going to draw up that charge.
Blocking foul on Kambarov.
No, he tried.
He tried. He made the attempt, but just a little too late getting set there as Baker was coming down straight away.
Baker hits them both.
Yeah, Baker padding his free throw percentage, improving it.
Kambarov to Stratton, Callaway, Green, 15 on the shot clock, 21 on the game clock. Green out to Kambarov, Callaway in the corner, takes the three, no good. Green gets the tip in though. 9-8, 7-6. The clock is running out here on the Olympians, and they're just going to let it go. And that is a 3-0 in conference play. And I believe it improves the 11-3 Knights there to 12-3 now.
The Olympians dropped to 4-10, 0-2 in Pacific Coast Athletic Conference play. And as you said, the Knights moved to 12-3, 3-0 in conference. Taking a quick look at some of the stats from the game. Let's run down the Knights. Dexter Stratton is your point leader today with 13 points, 10 rebounds, a double-double for Dexter Stratton today. Good for him. KJ Bradley with 12 and 5 assists for KJ. Al Green also with 12 and 3 assists. Kevin Love, 4 assists, 10 points, or 11 points, I should say. Dennis Kambarov got 10 points today, too. 7 from Cubitt, 7 from Alex Crawford. And very interested to see what the story with Alex Crawford was today. He just did not seem like himself. 4 rebounds, though. He contributed. It wasn't all that necessary today. Kenny Gonzalez got 6, Nick Strecker 3, and Sean Callaway no points, but got some playing time there today. Looking at Mesa real quick, Elijah Thomas, the leading scorer with 13. Steve Stinson, their kind of all-star, only had 10 today, below his average, got held below his average. He had 3 rebounds. Top rebounder, Mbala for Mesa. And that kind of looks like it. The story really being those turnovers. 25 turnovers for Mesa, 10 for City. And Mesa and City turned those 25 turnovers into 36 points. Only 8 points off of turnovers for Mesa. So a big difference there. Rebounding held pretty much the same for both teams. A lot of passing, a lot of assists from the Knights, but you'd expect that with a score 33-point game. Yeah,
33-point game.
A lot of that. Quite a few steals. San Diego City, 17 steals to 4 for Mesa. And then that kind of seems to wrap it up. 46%, 47% shooting from the field, 40% from 3 for City. And then 31% they held Mesa to 31%, 20%, 4 of 20 from 3 for Mesa today. Just not going to do it when you're at that kind of a size disadvantage as they were. Yes. I don't know what else you got, Joe. You got any thoughts on the game before we let people know what we got coming up?
Steals of the story.
Steals of the story.
17-4. You cannot have the ball stolen away from you 13 more times.
Yeah, no, it just
and that leads to usually a pretty easy bucket, and that when it comes to points off turnovers, there's 25.
There you
25 to 10, 15 points right there. Really puts the game out of reach.
Coming up next for City, this coming Friday, they're on the road at Southwestern, their first true road game of the conference season. And then next Wednesday back here at the West Gym, versus Imperial Valley. Mesa heads to Imperial Valley this Friday and then is home against Cuyamaca next week. So I think that kind of wraps it up from here.
Most certainly does. Thank you all for watching here on the SD City Times YouTube channel, watching SD City Knights continue to dominate the conference with a 3rd straight conference victory. We'll be back next week, as Vince said. I believe the 10th was when they're being back at home, but they are playing Southwestern on the 5th. Thank you for watching from me and Vince Outlaw on SD City Times. Have a great evening.